Yes, are you?
Is this table 4?
Have you been down on the floor?
We got here, they gave us 2.5 hours to drive here. So when we got here, we were like, yes, we're going down there. We tried on some really sweet robes.
Yeah.
He was Chewbacca, I was Yoda. All sorts of fun stuff.
So are you guys like partners in crime pretty much? You're on the show together, partners in crime, off the show?
Off the show, we hate each other.
Obviously.
She calls me all the time. I ignore her calls all the time.
You send me like selfies.
Oh.
I don't think I could ever see you taking a selfie.
No, you probably couldn't.
No. Yeah, I mean, when you work together for 5 months, you become close, and luckily none of our cast hated each other. I have to say that it's probably like one of the few shows that there was just never drama. We, honest to God, everybody enjoyed working, and it was such a fun show.
An anomaly, really.
An anomaly.
Some of the other cast said that they actually didn't get a chance to work with anybody else for about 3 months. Was it the same for you, or were you able to kind of hop right in and be?
Oh no, I had to work with this gross piece of
meat.
I had to work with only her for quite some time, and the cast would be around, but when you don't work with them, it's kind of, you don't really build anything. Although we did hang out at times, but it wasn't until we actually started to really work together.
They found out you were not annoying, and they actually liked you. I told you could make friends. It's okay.
Thanks. Don't touch me. Vera's part of the messenger, but she also has prior commitments, and she's a scientist, and there's still life that's happening, even though there was some responsibility that was thrown upon her, and a gift that was given to her.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your gift?
No. It's interesting. I did the same thing. I sat down with Owen and Trey before the show started, and I was like, so what's my gift? I knew from the pilot everybody's gift. He's like, we can't tell you. And I was like, why? And he's like, because we don't know yet. And he's like, we have 2 choices, and I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to be disappointed in one. And, it's something that really plays on the fact that Vera's a scientist, and she is an atheist, and she approaches things from the standpoint of what is the answer? I'm going to, theorize, I'm going to test until I can prove. And, as a scientist, you search for answers. And when it comes to faith in the unknown, there isn't answers. And that's not really part of her belief system. So I will tell you that the gift she is given will challenge her belief system more than anything in her life thus far.
And we also see that Vera's son has apparently been taken. So how far will she go to get him back, and will that come between collaborating with the rest of the messengers?
It's interesting. There's such a personal story for everybody. You can see it in the pilot. Everybody has a personal journey. And we've said it in interviews, life doesn't end just because life might end. There is an impending apocalypse, but if I have just came up with it actually. But if I have a child who's out there that I'm just now finding out about, in my mind and in Vera's mind, there is nothing that will stop me to see him if I'm going to die. What is the most important thing to each character? It is the driving force for her this whole season, is to find her son that was kidnapped from her. And, I think it's why she became a scientist. You're on a quest for answers. There is no, I don't know. There is no answer. It's, I need to know. And I think that comes from the fact that she's never known where her son was.
How do you relate you're going to feel when he finds out that everybody, or that
that I'm basically a Victoria's Secret angel?
He's going to be so mad.
Yeah?
He's going to be so mad. He's going to be like, how did you get a gift and I didn't get a gift? That's not cool. That's not even cool. And then she's going to be like,
I'll give you like wings, like you go on like the
your
plane.
Your gift is getting to work with me. And I'm going to be like, that's a curse. I don't want to work with you anymore.
This exact script?
Yes, that's exactly. This is what you guys have to look forward to. This acting.
That was a performance from the show. Thank you very much. I'm out of here, guys. No, how is he going to feel? I don't want to give, I don't know what I can say.
I think it's complicated though.
Yeah, because there's an aspect of, my character is a scientist, but he's a scientist who believes in aliens. So from his perspective, I think that it would it would lean more towards awesome than confusing, because of the fact that this is his UFO. This is his, gray alien. It's like, wow, I'm in on this, and I know what's happening. I feel like that could be an aspect of something that's going through his mind as it's happening.
Be honest, you wanted a gift, didn't you?
Alan or me?
You.
Me? No. Honestly,
He just wanted the wings. He just wanted the wings.
No,
He just wanted the wings.
because you can't even fly with them. I'm so glad I didn't get a gift. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't get a gift. I don't know, because I don't have to walk around and they're like, oh, okay, now pretend that this is happening. No. That's not happening. That's not a real thing. So I'm glad I didn't get a gift.
I can't wait till people start seeing the show and we can actually talk about how we filmed certain parts of our gifts, because it's a lot of it feels ridiculous.
I hung around her a lot, and she was like, I don't even know how to do this. I don't even know. I would never do that. And I'm
we start off as scientists, and honest to God, I feel as though Vera ends an action hero. Not a superhero, like an action star. I didn't even know I was capable of some of the things that I did, which was interesting. Alan can't even run. There's a lot. There's a lot of...
they hired a stunt person for her, and I was there on one night when she was like, no, she's not doing this. I got
I'm
this.
so like, I like to do everything myself. And I'm like, she's great and she's beautiful and that's awesome, but I'll be up there. You guys have a good night. Thank you. That's the fun part about our jobs, is you get to push yourself to the limits and try new things. And for me, when I shot Final Destination, I got to work with one of the best stunt groups ever. And I learned so much. And so to not use it is kind of a waste. It's a skill set that I was blessed enough to have, so why not?
All right, guys. Go ahead. So even though you're not, you're still gonna be part.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna be a part in conjunction to her, as far as much as because I can get in with her. It's just getting in with everybody else. That's
but we still have this meteor or whatever that it is site that we need to figure out. It's something that it is aligned throughout the whole season. That we're following. This is a pot of gold for us.
I'll be a proxy messenger.
This is everything that scientists dream of. Right in front of us, a supposed meteorite landed, and we get to kind of excavate and figure it out and
steal things.
Yeah, that doesn't end. It really is something that is a through line for the whole season. You had a question?
Yes. So when you read the script, what was it about the script that drew you to it?
I was like, man, if I book this, I have more work. I can pay more rent.
Employment.
You know what's funny? When I was sitting in Albuquerque, we'd already started shooting. I was like, guys, do we have an Alan? They're like, no, we're still trying to find him. And I think it's interesting because, very, very rarely do women, get to play the more strong, powerful role. And so to have somebody like Pegman who has
plays the
comedy, shut up. He's so funny and brings such life, and it was like instantly when he came in the room, I was like, oh, this is great, this is perfect. And it's funny because I didn't really know what that relationship, nor did they. They tried so many different things with our relationship in the pilot, and then where it goes is kind of predictive of kind of how we are together. You know what I mean?
Well, quite honestly, I didn't get a chance to read the script because I got a call at 4:30 p.m. to be somewhere by 5 p.m. and I was all the way across town, rush hour traffic, and I was like, there's no way, I'm not gonna go, I'll never make it. And then I was like, fine, send it to me, I'll go. And I went, took 5 minutes with it, went in and I read.
So you're just saying you're a really good actor?
No, I'm not. I'm so bad that they were like, you gotta give this guy a job because apparently he'll never work again.
It's a pity job.
Yeah, and so what happened was I got cast and they're like, well, you have to fly out. And I go, no, my mom and dad are having their 40th anniversary. I gotta go there first. So I got on a plane, I flew to Miami, did the reunion, got on a plane after the reunion, flew to Albuquerque to finally meet her and the director, and then it was like, okay, go. So there really wasn't a lot of time for me to even prep and go, oh, what is this that I was like, well, I had these 4 pages of dialogue.
We started late studying so much science stuff and just like spouting off like facts and looking stuff up. And while we were shooting the pilot, the feed from this space station, the 24-hour feed was on TV 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it was awesome. So we would watch that and we'd talk science and
she had done a bunch of research, and I hadn't had time, so she sat me down and was like, okay, this is what this is.
It was like our characters. Perfect. He's like, I